want me like me up. I want to live be live where I swear not easy. Papa rapping my old man and girl in the market was doing I'm breaking the profit. On my way people calling me names, all the trouble I see I ain't do at a piece. When the suffering, the sources I copy the code, only how I get paid. Sooner or later my hustle pay. Let pay and I'm rushing myself. Keep it cool, everything have a CC. Too much rushing, I probably chasing. One day. One day. I feel it's cool. One day, my
hustle gonna pay one day. Any mess they're gonna see my face. Me pa know I'm not watching it. One day, success gonna come my way. I know my hustle gonna pay one day. Any mess they're gonna see my face. Me pa know I'm not watching it. One day, success gonna come my way. Yeah. My mama was so worried. My papa was so worried. My friend was eat on money. Any mess that will come on that knees. So I on my way. 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 I'm on my way to this place and I'm looking for money. Looking for money, oh. Looking for money. I want me mama happy. Want me papa happy. Want me all my brothers and sisters to come around me.
Yeah, copy the cool. Why you know you hustle? Why saying the book by the Genesis? Shall come to power, shall come to power. I feel be working on Wednesday. In my love for the ma, in my love for the ma. Or in the dark, or in the week, or in the week. All in the sun, the
mama was so worried.
No for air.
My papa was so worried. My friend would eat your money. Any mess that would come on that knees. So I on my way. 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 I'm on my way to this place. I'm looking for money. Looking for money.
Amando, you are a famous star now.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Lieutenant Commander Glapohkpa Chesson, and welcome to my show. This morning, I'm at Toyin African Restaurant in Providence, Rhode Island, with the proprietor. Ma'am, could you kindly tell us your name and when you started this business?
My name is Toyin Bankole. This business started in the year 2020 during the pandemic period time. That is when this place was found, and then we started gradually. Now today here we are in Toyin African Restaurant on Broad Street, number 45 Central Street.
So it's a bit, I know you just started and you're dealing with the whole Rhode Island community. What about the African community? Do the people know about you?
Yeah. Some African communities have known us, so we are still introducing ourselves to the community so that they can know us better.
So what would you like to say to people on my show?
Yeah, I would like to say hi to everyone, my African people, both Liberia, Nigeria, Senegal, those all parts of Africa that are coming to eat here. It's not only Africa. We see a lot of white people trying to eat this my egusi soup with pounded yam. We eat like this. Some will come here, I teach them how to eat this. They will come here, they will use the left right to cut the fufu and use the right hand to make soup. No, I tell them no, this is how to cut the fufu, then you put the pounded yam, not fufu. This pounded yam, you put it in egusi soup, then you swallow. And it's very delicious.
Well, thank you very much. I will spread your news around, let the people know about your restaurant. I had cassava leaf and rice here, were very delicious. Thank you.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome to Doyen African Restaurant at 45 Central Street in Providence, Rhode Island, right behind the Dunkin' Donuts on Broad Street. You can't miss it. So, thank you very much again, and good luck with your restaurant.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Lieutenant Commander J.R. Glapohkpa Chesson talk show. Right now, it's in the lower 30 degrees in Providence, Rhode Island. We're going up to the mid and upper 40s today. A little sunny here, a little cloudy there. Be safe. Seatbelts. You kids, put on your seatbelts. Okay? Safety first. So what's happening in the news? Well, I know in Providence, I was watching the news, they were talking about 3 days of light. I didn't get full details. It was a news flash. And I said, 3 days of lights. They were talking about having an affair at the skating ring downtown, at the City Hall, down Providence Plaza. So wherever it is, check your news. It should be fun this weekend. Lights. 3 days of lights. It reminds me of Liberia, I told you in the olden days, when we were young, I saw it once. When everybody in Liberia, they shut all the lights off in Monrovia. And all the citizens, the Christians, lit candles. And I remember, I was small, but I remember the group coming down Benson Street, singing Christian songs, Rock of Ages and all these things with the candle. Everybody had candles, and the whole city was dark. So I remember that, and those were the Christian days in Liberia. Okay, so let's go back to Liberia and talk about Liberia now. Now, on December 17th, CPP, Elder Cummings' group, is talking about we tired suffering protests in Liberia. They are staging a protest because of all the dysfunctional things, for all the mass sufferings, the killings, and evil that's going on in our country today. Enough is enough. Now, we'll talk about this issue in my first topic for today about the CPP and how they want to have this rally and what is in store for it. Secondly, feces, poo-poo, finna take it over Waterside. Can you imagine that? The whole of Waterside is covered with feces. Why? Because the pipes, the sewage pipes that have been there for ages, they have burst. And now they burst, nobody will fix them. Everything dysfunctional in our country. Nobody can fix the poo-poo tank. So the feces is flooded Waterside. How can we live in this kind of place? Waterside is supposed to be one of our market areas. Waterside is nice to West Point, where people live. How can we live in an area like that? Our country has broken down. Every system in our country has broken down. And this is a typical example. When Waterside get covered with poo-poo, that's a serious problem in our country. What else? We know that we're coming out of war. We know that UNMIL were with us forever, the United Nations military thing, ECOWAS, ECOMIL. These people served in Liberia as a peacekeeping mission. When they left 86 vehicles. All those vehicles have been sold. Who they sold them to, we don't know. Who made the money from them, we don't know. These are things happening in our country every day. Everybody doing things, one person does things, the other person doesn't know. Money getting missing, nobody knows. People selling government equipment, nobody knows. So 86 United Nations military vehicles that were left in our care. They may not have been military vehicle, but UNMIL left them for us. Somebody sold it. Who sold it? It was with GSA. Where did they sell it? Where is the money? They can't account for that money. Every day we're missing money. Every day we're missing money. And it's not getting easier for us, man. I will talk about our links from the past. I'll put on my topic soon. Now the next one, Legis. They haven't paid the people for months. Now, one of the people in Nima County, Lawrence Yewe, who is one of the supervisors there in charge of all the Legis equipment, decided to sell all the computers and everything. Why? Because they need money. And he's claiming that he didn't eat. He's hungry. I'm getting calls from Liberia. Hold on 1 minute. He didn't get money. He's hungry. So he sold all our government equipment to the people. And this is what we're going through. This is what we're going through. Now, the number you are trying to reach is currently okay. Darius Dillon and Sir Joseph fussing. Darius Dillon want to know what happened to the budget. Why the budget for the country has not been brought to the legislature and Senate for review. What's the hold up? Sir Joseph got pissed off that Darius Dillon asked him that kind of question. And both of them clashing this morning. So that's the clashes. And the other thing was, what was the other thing on my mind? Yes, this situation about the riot, the protests. Let me put my topics up for this morning. We tired suffering in Liberia. We tired suffering. My people, we tired suffering. Okay? 2 links from our past. These people calling me, I return their call and I will call me. So bear with me 1 minute. My show is going on. I can't talk right now. You gotta wait there after my show, okay? You gotta wait there after my show, okay? Okay, let me just let them know. They're calling me to brief me on things happening. But anyway, those are my topics this morning. Let me take a break, support my sponsors, and we'll get right back into things, what's going on in our country this morning, okay?
I'm a resident of Providence and a manager of Dennis Kitchen, West African, mainly Liberia dishes.
How long has this business been in operation?
We've been in business for about 5 years now.
How has the cooperation of the community been?
They've been pretty much supportive, not just Africans, but also our brothers and sisters of the African American community also been supportive, as well as other African and even other nationalities. So far, so good. We've been having a lot of support from different ethnic groups and different nationalities.
Okay, we're back. So, what is happening in our country, man? We're tired of suffering. This rally is being scheduled for the 17th by Louis Brown, who is the chair of CPP, Alexander Cummings' ANC party and Liberty Party combined. They call it CPP now. So they wrote a letter, or they went and paid the sports director, sports minister Zoga Wilson. They paid them X number of dollars to use the stadium outside because they're renovating the stadium on the inside. So they wanted to use the outside to have a rally on the 17th. They paid this money. They were granted approval, everything. Now the minister saying that if the minister and co-DC, if they go and have a rally there, they're going to stage a counter rally on that day. So there's this whole lot of exchange of words and all this thing going on. But in reality, we're tired. We are tired. With or without the rally for the CPP, they're saying we're tired. Why? They're tired because there's opposition to them. We don't know whether they want to stop the program. First of what, there's been exchange of letters between the minister and so. But this morning, my news from Liberia told me they had agreed for them to stage the thing outside. But Jefferson Koji, our major, is contending that he's going to stage an opposition rally and protest as well. So is it going to be as violent as the last one we had with the university? These are not university students now. This is a political party having their event, their rally. We're suffering rally. And now Koji is threatening to have a counter rally. So what can we expect? This is a call for violence. Every time people staging rally, is it necessary for CDC to stage a counter rally? Is this what we're going to be going through this election time? We're not going to have election. Now we hear about all the problems. I told you about it yesterday in my news. Now they're trying to stop me from posting news all over the place. You know, they constricted me today, Facebook. Oh, you can't do this. We're limiting you because we're trying to limit spam. What kind of spam? They're trying to stop me from spreading the news because all the news I'm putting out is true. And I'm putting it out before the news agencies too. Because I'm getting good information. Now, I told you that one of the commissioners, Tipla Reeves, at the NEC, is complaining about the Beata Brown. Because apparently the contract that was approved by the PCC, the Procurement and Concession Bureau, that's supposed to look over all our contracts and determine whether they're legal and say, yes, they're legal, go ahead and go through it. The contract is good. This group condemned the first group, EChem. They had one EChem group to do the biometric voting. The group looked at it and said, no. This group did not meet all the specifications. Why? They did not print the pictures on the spot. The primary reason of this bio voting thing is to prevent fraud, to prevent overlapping of the voter roll, to keep everything concise. So the purpose of it is when you come to register to vote, as soon as you register, they click your ID card right there. The ID card is supposed to drop from the machine right there. I have the same machine now. I told you I bought the machine for the Liberian community. I paid almost $2,000 for that. I don't know how much they pay for that. But I paid $2,000 for mine in America here from the company. And the only reason it was that cheap was because I could only print on one side. I couldn't print on the back. But if right now I got the machine now, I'm going to sell it because I don't know whether I can still use it, but it is still the same machine. I think I can still revive it and call the company and put the parts in it. But I bought it for the Liberian community because in the Liberian community, we were taking pictures here, printing the pictures, and sending the pictures to Philadelphia for somebody there to staple it onto ID cards and laminate it and send it back to us in Rhode Island. And they were charging us $15. So I researched it and found out that I could get the company to buy it at that time for $1,500. I said I could buy it for $1,500, take pictures in the community for $10 instead of $15. Instead of sending it to Philadelphia for somebody to laminate it onto the card, the machine I got is attached to the computer, it's attached to the printer. As soon as I take the picture right there, all the things come down, laminated, everything, and drop right underneath the card with your picture, everything right there. And you take your card and go. It's just like the driver license in America. It's not laminated, but it's one that kind of card, just like the driver license in Rhode Island. Yeah. Anybody in Rhode Island got driver license? The machine I got just like that. That's the machine they use at other places too here too. I see other places using my same machine. I have a machine for the Liberian community. But when I offer it to them, I said, look, instead of taking pictures and sending it to Pittsburgh and paying $15, I got the machine. You'll pay $10. I will keep $5 and give the community back $5. They said no. They couldn't give it to Chesson because I was Chesson. Who is Chesson to make money among the Liberian people? I said, well, yeah. So you want to play your tribal shit? You want to play your jealous bullshit? I said, I will keep my machine. My machine been sitting in my house for almost 4 years or 3 years now. I never used it. I did 1 or 2 ID cards for my friends who wanted emergency ID card because you can't find that ID card from anywhere. I offered the Nigerian community, the Ghanaian community, all of them, none of them accepted it. So I keep it in my machine. That's the same machine I take it to Liberia too. So nothing wrong with that. But that's just jealousy. That's pure jealousy. So if we, the citizens, try to help our country in areas that our government cannot respond in, are the Liberian people going to deny us because we're Congo people? So is that the shit you're starting in Liberia? We'll form our only Congo community and bring all our Congo people there. Because we're not going to the Congo and Congo bullshit with you no more. No more. I had enough of it in Rhode Island here. We got too many country people here who won't play their country and Congo bullshit. That's why the people in Rhode Island can't grow. You see our community? It's a fat community now. Our community are up there. When Rhode Island community, Liberian community having something, you got governors, you got senators, you all got all these people lining up to come to Rhode Island Liberian community affair. Why? Because it's going to be grand, it's going to be decent, it's going to be civilized. Let the Liberian community now call any shit. Nobody going there. Why? Because they're going to take it to someone at a nightclub on some dead end street where crime is written. Then you want to invite the governors and senators and all these people to come. How you do that? We got all the big places in Rhode Island for people to attend affairs. The convention center. That's where we have things. When we have things there, we spend $20,000, $5,000, $10,000 to rent the place. And we charge the community. We're not going to charge them $200, $300 because the places we got so big. When the community, our guests come, we make enough money to cover our expenses and get profit. But when you go have the community thing in the nightclub, they have it in that battle. But at that nightclub to invite state representative and government official, no, that nightclub to invite Chesson with his shirt open and with jeans and pants so we can party and get down. Yeah, it's nice for that. But I'm not place to invite dignitaries. Place by garage, the street all small, in a little crime infested area. That the place you invite people. And when our community leaders do these kind of things, and they invite me, how will I go to those kind of things? I can't go to those kind of things because it's not representative of who we are in this state. Because when we have something in this state, we have something grand. People will wonder why that the Liberian community having something. But when you go to have shabby place and bring our community down, when educated people bring our community down, what do you expect of the dummies we got at home leading our country? What do you expect them to do? They can't do nothing better. Because the so-called educated native people taking up to low down places. What they all educated people do? Then they won't play the country Congo thing. You ain't got no sense of living large. You ain't got no sense of pride and dignity as other people do. Instead of you're learning it and striving to learn government and leadership, everybody want to lead. Everybody want to be at the top. Everybody knows everything. Then when you look, they take us to some kind of nasty, dirty nightclub to have Community Independence Day. Am I going there? So when I come out of the nightclub, I can be running from the roads in the damn area. I come out, my car busted. They finished stealing my radio and my night check and every shit going in my car. That the place you take me there to go have community affair? Huh? You think the governor will bring his car down there when the governor come outside a policeman, if he being beaten, attacked by the criminals, they not steal the governor radio, the governor coat, the governor key, the governor this and that. You think I would take my people to that kind of place? That's where our educated country people that take our people. They say they're educated. They say they're better than the Congo people. They say they won't rise up higher than us. That they time to lead. Then they take our people to nasty, dirty places to represent Liberia. You see that, this is the kind of thing that brings us down. But I don't like talking about it because I got some people under my command right now. They're not educated. They're not highfalutin. The patriotic Liberian people. The indigenous Liberian people. But they understand work ethics. They understand what it is to try and strive for yourself. They understand what it means to strive for self-sufficiency, to sell your own food, to bake your own food, to do your own things. This is what I'm bringing to my group. And they are accepting it because they are independent-minded. They're craving for leadership and direction. They're craving for a hand up, not to be dependent. But somebody say, come on, let's go. I'll bring you up with me and let's move on. That's what they're craving for. But when our people come there with negative attitudes, negative behaviors, negative ideals, everything country and Congo, what tribe you be, what tribe. If you come with that kind of thing to our people, how can you help our people? Huh? What kind of tribal bullshit is this you're going to be coming with? Then you won't help Liberian people. I don't believe in that thing. You think if I won't help you, if I think you qualify to do something, I ask you about your tribe? What a damn tribe got to do with that? You're a damn Liberian citizen. My job is to lift you up, to make you feel self-sufficient, empowered to do what you want to do. Instead of asking you about tribe. What the hell I give a damn about tribe? When I was suffering in 1980, the tribe helped me because our Congo did I survive? Because no. I keep telling you my story. I do all of this for the people, the little children, all of that. Forgive me plum and things when I was hungry. When I was sitting in the room, I didn't have to eat while I was running. And they said, oh, Chesson. They were running on me because I was the hero. Those are the people I do the thing for. Maybe right now some of them don't even know I'm doing it for them. I got money to go back and lift those people up. I'm not leader of my country yet. But those are the people that matter to me. Those are the people who not my relatives. I can't get them money every day. I can't advise them when they call me and say, Chesson, I'm running, I want this or that. I don't have access to them like that. But when I do these shows, they may not understand it right away. But in time, the children will understand what I'm telling them. That we can do far better. We can do greater things. Yes, we have bad past. Yes, we started off on the wrong foot as a people. Yes, we have mistakes. But our people did good too. If our people didn't do good, all of us will not be together like this. There is a blessing. If we were not blessed to be a people like this today, all of us will not be together. God bless us. And that's why we're together as a people. And despite all the negativity of our country, despite our people doing evil to each other, we, the children of Liberia today, must rise up with a different direction, with a different mentality, with a different outlook, because our country depends on us and good leadership to change our country. I listened to Steve Boley talking about how the people did this, I was suffering. He got to get away from that mentality. He's too young for that shit. He's a progressive leader. He will lead Congo people and Native people. But when he comes with that kind of negative mentality, it brings him down to the low down, dirty thinking country people mentality. He got to rise above that. I congratulated him because he getting his PhD. You can't get a PhD and be thinking like you put your mind in the slums. How you do that? You can't do that. Steve Boley, you're a young guy. Steve Boley is ready to lead Liberian people, whether Congo, country, anybody, he's ready to lead us. So he got to take his mind out of that gutter about country, Congo, and people low down. No, Steve. You can't do that. If you do that, you can't lead me and my people. You got to step to the plate like a man. Forget about that country and Congo thing. That's not your era. That's the past era. Our era today is to take our people from where we are to the next era. And we can only do that with open minds. We can't go back to the past. What happened in the past, happened in the past. Who did this to who did this? The coup, everything, it happened. We can't change it. Those are things we can't change. The prayer of serenity. We know the things we can't change. So why would we dwell on the things we can't change? Why would we dwell on our country division, on our country hurt, on the suffering of our people when we can't change those things? That's not the Christian outlook. The Christian outlook is to look at the things that we can change, and we put our efforts and our energies into changing them. But when we look on the negative things, when our young people coming up today focus on the negative things, as highly educated as they are, they focus on the negative things and not the positive things, how will our society grow? Huh? We want leaders. We want only Congo leaders or country leaders. We want leaders. We want leaders for my country. I don't care who you are and where you come from. You are a Liberian citizen, yes. You got a degree, yes. You qualify to lead us, yes. Are you objective? Yes. Step to the plate and lead us. Step to the plate and lead us. I don't want no backward thinking. I don't want no negative thinking. If we must lead our people forward, we need leaders who know our history, accept it, and say we'll change it. We are change agents. We will change it. It will not be the same way. We will fight to change it whether we die or not. Those are the kind of leaders I want. When we get the kind of leaders in our society, our country will change. Because we're not dwelling on our nativity. We're not dwelling on our tribalism or ethnicity. We're dwelling on our constitution, our rule of law, the governance of our good country, the unification of our people, the integration of our nation. That's all we're concentrating about. Because when we change our people, when all our people can dress good, look good, smell good, you will not be able to tell Congo from country. You will not be able to tell who is Congo or who is country. You will not be able to tell. Okay? When our people educated, when everybody in our country got 12th grade degree, diploma, and can stand on their own 2 feet, know how to behave, know how to speak, know how to dress, know how to interact with people with civility, know how to serve, our country will change overnight. You also believe me? You'll put me in charge for 5 years. I will change Liberia overnight. We need to fight war. We need big money. We just need to change the minds of our people. When we change it from the low-down mentality and bring it up a little bit to high school mentality and tell them you can't be under high school degree to do anything in our country. You don't got a high school degree, you go work labor job. You got high school diploma, step to the plate. You may be used. But you can't come to us with nothing and say you won't be something. How you come to us with nothing? You're a damn numbskull. Nothing in your damn head. Then you come and say you want to lead our country. What are you? All the high school students we got. All the Liberians graduated from college every day. Then you come to the step to the plate where elementary school and knowledge and say you want to lead our country. Are you crazy? You can't. And once all of us in our country get in our heads that we don't want dummies leading us, dummies can't lead us. We will not vote people that Prince Johnson. We do not vote people that useless people who can't read and write that will must set in market also in Magibi County, your vote how to be representative and things like that. We'll not do those kind of things because we value our governmental office. We treasure our positions. So when you say you're Liberian honorable, even the world biggest man would say, congratulations, sir, how are you, sir? We call you sir because you have knowledge. When you graduate from 12th grade in Liberia, you should have a sound knowledge of the world. Because all of us did that before. Tottenham had 8th grade diploma, and he ruled Liberia like a giant. You can say whatever you want to say about Tottenham, but when you look at Tottenham's leadership from a political perspective, Tottenham was a great leader. He was a great and powerful leader. A great leader is somebody who can maintain the political system. No matter how you maintain it. Once you maintain it and keep it going and it's not overthrown or destroyed and you live out your life, you're a great leader. Tottenham did it. That we judge politicians, great politicians. Tottenham is a great politician. Whether we like it or not, he was a great politician. Okay? So let's get out of the way. He was great. Nobody can deny that from a political perspective. He was great. He was one of Africa's greatest leaders. Tottenham led Africa. He didn't only lead Liberia, he led the whole Africa for 29 years. When Tottenham spoke, Africa shook. So that's how Liberia became great, because he elevated our country from that level to a higher level because of his character. Not so much his knowledge, but the guy had character. The guy understood. He learned. He didn't just sit down and do things. My father told me once how when they first went to London, that was Queen Elizabeth decided to visit Liberia because Tottenham visited London and my father went with him. My father was telling me, he was telling all of us, he said, when Tottenham got to London, the way how Tottenham displayed his knowledge of royalty, of London, British royalty, the Queen was so impressed. She was blown, her mind was blown. She told Tottenham right now, I'm coming to visit your country. And that's why she came to Liberia. My father told me they got to Westminster Abbey when Tottenham got out of the carriage of what he was doing. The way how Tottenham bowed to the Queen, took her hand, the way he turned around, he started moving down the aisle. The whole British kingdom was mesmerized by Tottenham. Everybody, they couldn't believe that African leader. I mean, when I talk about it, I get emotional. But they couldn't believe that African leader knew about English royalty and how to demonstrate his respect for the Queen and royalty as a guest. Tubman did it all, but he did his research. The guy didn't just go there and do the thing we had. He had got his Rudolph Graham and all the boys under him who knew what to do. When the president goes somewhere, you know you got to do a head start education for the president. Brief the president on the people culture, on what they like, what they don't like, how they shake hands. What we do that in the U.S. Army when we go overseas because we're going to deal with foreign people. We don't want to insult them. We don't want to disrespect them. So we learn their culture. We got something they call head start. Everybody go overseas. If you go to an Arab country, you go to Arab head start. You go to Germany or to European country, you go to the head start. We get head start for every country we're going to represent United States in. I was in Germany, my whole military tour, I stayed in Germany. So I went through head start and all that. I had to learn about German culture. You know what? You can't sit down where you have to learn different cultures. I don't want to mix it up. Because some culture, you sit down, you can't put your feet before people, you can't do your hands, certain ways. People do got different things. And when you learn all those things, and when you go to the country, you sit with it, and you demonstrate that you know it. And the people don't have to tell you, but they will be wondering, I come to eat with this man. Is he an infidel? Will he eat with his left hand? Even if you're left-handed, you can't eat with your left hand. You know the people eat with their hand and food. So they will teach you all of that. When you go there, don't eat with your left hand. Eat with your right hand. Don't do this. When you sit down with the Arabs, don't show them the bottom of your feet when you're eating or doing things. All kind of things they teach you. So you learn those things. And Totman did that. And they respected Totman so much. I don't know Queen Elizabeth, how many countries she visited, but Liberia were on her list. And she spent some time with Totman at the mansion before she left. So this is just they go to demonstrate leadership. Leadership. Look at our country right now. It's falling apart. I was speaking with one of my friends. Let me get into my second topic. I ended my second topic with these links from the past. These are all links from the past too. Because I spoke with one of my friends this morning. That's why I named this topic Links from the Past. I spoke with one of my brothers from the past. And we're reminiscing on the past. And he was telling me how he suffered during the war. You know, how he met Prince Johnson, some of the things he did. I will invite him on my show so we can talk about the past and talk about some of the things that we experienced. He said he wanted people to know because most Liberians, young Liberians think today we didn't have paved roads, we didn't have lights, we didn't have this in Monrovia. But all those things were in Monrovia. I told you how when the Queen Elizabeth was coming to Liberia, we had a fire truck go around and wash the streets with water. They were washing the street. I saw it myself. I was a young boy. I was on Cape Johnson Road. I saw the guy going down the street washing, and we tell you, get off the street. Get off the street. They'll tell you, move. And they'll be washing the street. I mean, that was a great occasion for us to have Queen Elizabeth visit us. And there were many other things. Prince Johnson, my boy was telling me how he met Prince Johnson, how he was served under Charles Taylor, all the things they did under the war. He wants to talk about it. So I said, my man, we got to talk about it. Come here, let's talk about it. One day he won't do his podcast, but I said, well, let me open the first door for you and let's talk about these things. Let people hear what happened to us. Us. We're not talking about the warriors. We're not talking about the warlords. He was talking about how you were shoot up chair. One young boy who wanted to be the general, how they killed that boy and lied to him and betrayed him and killed him like a dog. Oh, man, he told me all kind of things, man. I was like, whoa. I mean, he told me the stealing that went on, man. How people were collecting money for the Lebanese people for taxes. Instead of giving to the government, they were keeping it for themselves. Huh? He told me about Poto's son. Poto's son was at the Ministry of Finance there. Instead of taking the money for the Lebanese people and Indian people and putting it in the taxes, he was taking it for himself and putting it. And Charles said that and called him. But when they want to punish him, old man Porto went and sat with Charles Taylor. They don't know what they told. They forgot about punishing, and that boy went away with millions and millions of Liberian dollars where he had collected for years from the Lebanese and Indian. We're talking about all those. You know, we're talking about how our people died, man. We got to tell our Congo history too. We can't just tell a country history. Congo people did some things too. I will bring my people on. We talk all about the story, man. You know, because everybody talking their story from the country perspective. But we got two stories in Africa. We got the Congo people story too. Y'all got to hear our story. But my boy was telling me, he said, my man, we're suffering like this because our Congo people betray each other. Betray each other. You know, acting corrupt, acting roguish, acting wicked. That's what we all are suffering today. You know, but I had to tell him we got to move out of that mentality of a Congo country. You know, because that's not my mentality. That's not my mentality. My mentality is raising the civilized Liberian minds. Whether you Congo or whether you country or you want to rise to a new level of existence, that's my kind of people. You know, I ain't going to dwell on negativity. I ain't going to limit myself and my people to one group of people. I want wise people. I want people who want to pursue wisdom and knowledge and ingenious things, man. I want losers. I want to drop all the damn losers on the roadside, all the country devil people, all the country people, all the evil people, all the people who want to deal on tribalism. I will drop you all. But all the people who want to stand up and face a new Liberia and move our country to the next level, I will open the door for y'all. You're welcome. I don't give a damn about tribe. Don't come to me and talk about tribe. You talk about tribe, I'll kick you in the balls, I will kick you in the face, and I will stomp you down the damn road. Don't talk to me about tribe. When you come, you better know what you want, what you can do. When you say you're an electrician, you better get there and demonstrate that you're a damn electrician. You're a cook, you better demonstrate you're a cook. You're a street stripper, you better demonstrate you're a street stripper and be ready to work together with other people. You can't work together with other people. You can't serve me. You can't serve in my army. No. We got teamwork. We got unity. We got solidarity. We're not playing country Congo bullshit here. We bring qualifier. You qualify. You not qualify, step aside. You qualify, step to the plate. I don't care who you are. And this is how we raise people who ain't got nothing. People who poor like dirt. People who suffering, but they're smart. This is how we raise them from poverty to wealth. We look for the genius. We ain't looking for the criminals. You can have all the good looks and everything. We ain't got time for you. We want genius. We want people who can think. People who can develop things. People who can use their minds to change our society. We look for you. If you're in Nimba, you're in Grand Gide, you're in Sino, you're in Basso, you're in Cape Mount, you're down River Says, you're down Bopolo, we're coming to find you. I want the smart people. And Commander Chesson ain't give a damn about your tribe. Don't talk tribe to me. Talk what you know. And stand by me if you man. Only men can talk what they know and mean what they know and know what they know. The rest of the people, they're dummies and assholes. You want to be a real man and step to the plate with the Tony Commander Chesson? Don't talk tribe to me. Don't talk your lineages. Talk qualification. What can you do? Are you qualified? Can you train my people? Can you lead my people? Because I need leaders. One man can't lead. If any one man think he can lead, our country will fail. We need leaders. We need people who will step to the plate. We take our country and our people from every walk of life and transform them into men and women to lead our country into a new dispensation. Can you do that? Are you man enough or woman enough to draw on the true Liberian revolution to change the minds of our people, to move them away from their Congo and country bullshit, to move them into an era of qualification, integrity, and dignity. Are we ready to move our people in that direction? Don't say it can't be done. Many of us have lost hope of changing our country. I was talking to my boss said, Chesson, how will we change our country, man? All this negativity that people finish spreading, lies and all that. I told my boy, I said, look, don't worry about it. Time will change everything because the people themselves will see the reality of the truth and the lies. And as they become wiser from listening to us talking, I said, oh, we can't stop talking. All us talk show hosts got to keep talking. But I just guiding people. My brother, like Steve Boley, he's a genius and a young guy to lead our society. I care whether he lead Congo people or country people. Steve Boley can lead Liberia. So why should he limit himself to country people to say, oh, my people suffering? No. Your people are Liberian people. You're a young Liberian leader. Don't limit yourself to tribe. Don't do that, Steve. No, I'm just enlightening you. I look at you as a young Liberian leader. I look at you as a young educated man stepping to the plate who has ideas that need to be developed. That's why I'm not mad at you, Steve. All that thing Steve put it talking, I'm not mad at him. I'm just trying to correct him and tell him that stupidness he was talking. I told him, I said, that stupidness you were talking. You can't talk like that. When we get mad, I say I get mad. I get mad. All of us get mad, but we can't talk about dividing our people. We can yell and say, oh, that Congo bullshit or country bullshit. Yeah, we accept it. You're a Liberian man. You want to say that Congo bullshit got to stop? Say it. Yell all you want. Cost the Congo people, it will do bad. You're a Liberian leader. That's your job. Chastise us. Don't condemn us. Don't try to separate us. That's what I do to my indigenous people. I cuss the hell out of y'all when y'all fuck up. Because when I do the same, I expect y'all to do the same to me. Because we are a united people. By cussing me and telling me I'm a fuck up and mess up man does not change the fact that I'm a Liberian. It just goes to show that my people are pissed off at me because of my negligence, my attitude, my behavior, but not because they hate me. When I yell at my country people, I like calling them country because I hate you. I'm calling you country because I'm tired with the shit. I'm tired with the backwardness. I'm tired with the hatred. I'm tired with the jealousy. I'm tired with the backwardness. And we keep talking and talking and talking and we're not getting nowhere. And it's time for us to come to our senses by any means necessary. My class is almost done. You see, when I get motivated to talk about issues concerning us, I just go on and go on because there are many things we need to consider for us to change. And while we are thinking, as young people, graduating from university and colleges, when we sit to think our people, don't think about the negative aspect. Think about you being a leader of Liberia and leading people from all walks of life, Congo country, it doesn't matter. Build your skills to lead and step to the plate. We accept you. We accept you. Well, you can sit to the table with us and talk like men. You are a man. You are a woman. You have a God-given right to step to the table. But raise your knowledge. Don't only learn for the white people. Learn about your country. Learn about our division. Learn about how you can solve the problem, not exacerbate the problem. We want solutions. We want to unite our people. My grandfather did that for my country. That's my family legacy, to unite and integrate my people. That the Freeman family legacy. That what my father died for, because he united Liberian people. And some Congo people didn't like it, so they poisoned him. The other Congo people wanted to use his ideals to enrich themselves in power for life. So I'm being resurrected again to bring my grandfather ideals to my people. It's not about us as individuals. It's about us collectively as a nation and a people from all walks of life, from all tribes, from all villages in our country. We must love it just as we are tribal people too. Whether we speak Crown or village. When I go to those villages, I don't go into the village thinking Amano people or Congo people. No, I go into the village thinking that that's my people village. I don't walk in a tribal village thinking that other people village. I'm an African. I was an African before I was born. I know who I am. I'm not deceiving myself. Yeah, although my people came from America to Liberia, that don't mean nothing. We are Africans. Whether we like it or not, whether we want to accept it or not, we are Africans. And we embrace our people of all walks of life. They may not embrace us. Not all black people embrace Africans. But we got to understand who we are. When you know who you are, nothing can change you from that dimension. My class is done. It's 8 o'clock. I had a good talk this morning. You know, sometimes I enjoy my own teaching because when I go into depth talking about things that really mean a lot to me, that impress upon me, and I impress it upon my people, my viewers, you know, it makes me happy. Whether I talk for 1 hour, 2 hours, these are things I train to do. I'm a political scientist, to guide people's thoughts, to lead you in another direction that will benefit all of us now and forever. Aluta, continua. My class is done. This is the weekend, my people. I will not see you tomorrow. I'm going to church. Go to church. Say a prayer for me. I'll be praying for all of you. I do that every day for all my people in Liberia. Okay? So you guide yourselves and say a prayer for me. Have a good day. I'll see you on Monday morning, bright and early. Let me see what these people got to say here. Oh, good morning, my friend. Good morning, everybody. Oh, yes. Yes, Brother Kennedy, we all were brothers, man. In Monrovia, man, we all hung together. We didn't care about tribe. I remember even all Cotton, man, we had our little group together. We didn't care about tribe. We were all together in there. Even though I still asking for some of my boys, what my boys this, what my boys that, because I haven't heard from them. But my boy I spoke to this morning was a Monrovia boy too, man. And when we were talking, I had to stop him. I said, man, stop. I said, you know how good it feels talking to somebody I can relate to from Monrovia, who know our culture and society, and we lived it together, we grew up in it together, we led our country together, we can talk about issues like men of our country. I said, you know how good it feels? And he called me, I didn't call him, but I just appreciated that. It just hit me so hard, you know. And we're talking about other guys who all of us grew up together. And we lost that because we came to America. Everybody want to be a leader. Nobody want to respect nobody no more. Everybody jealous of everybody. I'm like, that's why I was telling you, I said, I know what happened to our people, man. Our people went nuts coming to this country. Maybe I'm coming to America was bad for all of us. Hey, in the cause of the people, the struggle continue in the cause of the people. The struggle continue in the cause of the people. The struggle continue. I see you tomorrow. I see you on Monday. I see you, my people, 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 my people.